Hey guys, just and either one can take it. Was there something that Real did in the middle to cut off the supply line to Raul Diaz? I'm asserting that there was a missing there.
No, I mean, look, I think we did a fair amount of times, especially in the first half, beginning of the first half, to find Raul and find him in gaps. But it's 1 against 3 kind of in that he's at 3 center backs and he's all by himself. So we got to find ways to get closer to him, get him closer to the box so he can finish some goals. We'll kind of look at the tape and see what happened. But I thought that, when we did get a chance to get Raul on the ball, he was very good. And we just got to find ways to get off him and get him closer to the box.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kelyn. Thanks, Maz. Reminder for media, hit the raise hand function button and we'll get around to your question. The next hand raise that I'm seeing is from Jada Evans. Jada, go ahead.
Thanks. As far as this match goes, I mean, I guess what did you guys find most difficult out there? One of the things that's being said is just like the focus as far as you having the game, the League's Cup final on Wednesday, like if there's a question of focus here tonight, or if it's just one of those road matches.
The thing is, everybody wants to win against us, though, especially when they play home. So it's pretty hard to be able to win every game for us. I mean, today I think the most difficult things was the pressure. They put a lot of pressure on us. I think my opinion was a little bit tough for us to be able to play our football.
I don't think focus was any kind of issue for us. We knew that this is a big game for us going into the league. We need to make sure that we're still top of the West for playoffs and making sure we get as many home games as possible come playoffs. So we didn't have any lack of focus. It was just lack of play on a few parts. That's it.
Thank you, guys. The next question looks to be from Jeremiah O'Shan. A reminder before Jeremiah brings himself off mute, if you have a question for either Nico or Kelyn, please hit the raise hand function button. Jeremiah, go ahead.
Yeah, how big or not big would you say this setback is? Like, is it significant, or maybe is it not that significant given everything else that's going on?
Look, I think it's tough. Yeah, it's not an easy place to come play. We would like to get at least a point out of that. But is it a huge setback? I don't think so. I think we have to have a short memory and turn around and play on Wednesday, and whatever result that comes about, whether good or bad, we have to have another short memory because we've got another game coming on Sunday. So look, it's a tough result. It's a tough place to come play. And like you said, everyone wants to beat us. We're the top of the West, second in sport sheets. I mean, it's tough for us to go out and win every game, but we have to look back at this. We should have earned a point at the very least, and we got to look back at what we did wrong and fix it.
Jada, looks like you have a follow-up. I see your hand raised. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys could describe the conditions there. It looked like it was windy, and then Brian at halftime said something about the field being bouncy. So, I mean, for you or in your interpretation, what was the field conditions like?
Yeah, that was windy, especially for us in the first half. We got the win against us, so that was a little bit tough. The thing is, they used to play with the altitude. We don't used to play, so this part of thing was a little bit harder for us. I mean, it's not the excuse. We don't have any excuses because we lost this game, so it can happen. We can't do anything anymore, so we have to be focused. So for the next game is going to be huge for us. We have to win. We must win the final, and we have to move on.
Jeremiah, I see your hand is still raised. Did you have a follow-up?
I did not put my hand down. I apologize for that.
You're fine. While you're here, do you have anything else? You're good?
No, I mean, we may as well bring this up. Losing one game, not that big of a deal. You guys obviously move ahead to League's Cup and have that one. But how is there any discussion of like, okay, we can't let this kind of snowball?
Well, it's every game you lose. You don't want to make it a streak, right? So it's not easy to lose a game ever. And it's very hard to be perfect. So we're not happy with this result. I can't express that more. We're not happy. We're not making excuses. It should have been at least a point, and we'll continue to say that. And I'll be my first one to raise my hand and say it wasn't good enough. But we have to make sure that this game is now behind us. We'll look at the film and see what we did wrong and fix it. But this game is now behind us. We go on to Wednesday and we go on to then after that going on to Kansas City. So yes, losing sucks, and we want to make sure that doesn't continue to be a thing. But it's one game, and we have to push it by us and move on to the next.
We'll do a couple more before getting Brian Schmetzer over to his part of the press conference. Maz, go ahead and ask your follow-up.
Yeah, just kind of around that. Okay, this game's in the past. How important? I mean, the fact that you guys have a game in a couple of days, that's got to be comforting. And it doesn't matter what game it is, as players just wanting to get back on the pitch and, like you said, look at the film and get better. Can you just talk about that? It didn't.
I mean, we don't have any choices. The game is behind us, and we have to move on. And we must win this one because it's going to be important for us to be able to win one trophy before the playoffs games. So yeah, we can't do anything anymore right now. We have to be focused on the next one. And like he said, we're gonna watch the video. What we did wrong, and we're gonna try to fix it and win the next game.
Jackson, go ahead and ask your question. I see you there.
Hey guys. Yeah, I was wondering about how Freddie Juarez has integrated into the coaching staff. It was obviously a comeback to RSL for him today. How has he worked into that staff so far?
Freddie's been great. We're disappointed that we couldn't get a result for Freddie, but he's been very good. He's kind of taken himself into a good coaching role. I think he's fit the group very, very well, not only coaching staff but players as well. And I know he's had a few conversations with myself, and I see him having a few conversations either during practice or after practice with a few guys as well. So he's fitting in very nicely, and we're very happy to have him.
Jada, go ahead. I see you have a follow-up.
Yeah, thanks. Kelyn, just to make clear, you played, the 4 games that you played at RSL were with Freddie too, is that right?
Yeah, Freddie was the head coach when I was here at RSL.
Okay, great. I just want to make sure. Thanks.